Let me tell you something that nobody may have said to you in a while. You're not broken. You're becoming. You might be tired. You might feel stuck. Maybe life has pushed you down again and again. Maybe you've made mistakes, lost time, or lost hope. But hear this. As long as there is breath in your body, as long as your heart is still beating, your story is not over. You're not done. You're not finished. And you haven't missed your chance. You might not be where you want to be right now, but you are not lost. You are in the process of becoming who you're meant to be. Every pain you've felt, every tear you've cried, every struggle you've faced was not for nothing. It was shaping you, teaching you, forging strength in the fire. You see, winners don't come from perfect lives. They come from pain. They come from pressure. They come from moments when they wanted to quit, but didn't. You are one of them. And right now, you have a choice. You can keep doing what you've been doing. Or you can choose to rise. Choose to become. Choose to live with power, focus, and fire in your soul. This is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. It's time to remember who you really are. You are not average. You were not born to be small, stuck, or silent. There is a lion inside you. You are a fighter, a builder, a warrior, a leader, a light. And the world is waiting for you to wake up and walk in your purpose. If you're ready to stop shrinking, if you're ready to stop running from your greatness, if you're ready to take control of your life, then here it is, your blueprint. These are the 7 steps to a powerful life. Use them. Live them. Let them set your soul on fire. Step 1. Know what you want and why you want it. Let's start with something simple but powerful. Imagine this is a checklist for your life. You want to change your body? You want a better relationship? You want more money or a new job? Great! But where do you begin? The first step is to ask yourself a big question. What do I really want? And just as important, why do I want it? These 2 questions can change your whole life. Most people walk around knowing what they don't want. They say things like, I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to feel stuck. But focusing only on what you don't want doesn't help you grow. If you only look at the problem, you stay stuck in the problem. Instead, focus on what you do want. Say this to yourself. I want to feel strong. I want a loving relationship. I want to grow my business. That's how you begin the journey. But it's not enough to just say it. You need a reason. A powerful reason. Ask yourself, why do I want this so badly? The reason, your why, is the fuel. It's what keeps you going when life gets hard. Because life will get hard. Things will get uncomfortable. And when that happens, your reason has to be strong enough to keep you moving. Some people say, but I don't know what I want. That's okay. Let's try something simple. If you don't know what you want, start by writing down everything you don't want. Think about the job from your worst nightmare. What does it look like? Now think about the relationship from your worst fears. What does that look like? Write it all down. When people start writing about what they hate or fear, they often get a lot of energy. That energy helps you see clearly. Now, flip the paper over and write the opposite. Write what the dream job looks like. Write what the perfect relationship feels like. You'll be surprised how clear your vision becomes. And if you still don't know, move your body. Change your physical state. Get up, take a walk, move around. Clarity comes when you shift your state. If you keep saying I don't know, your brain starts to believe it. You train yourself to stay confused. So stop saying I don't know. Start asking better questions. What excites me? What makes me feel alive? What would I do even if I wasn't paid for it? Once you answer these, you're on your path. Step 2, face the truth. Okay, now that you know what you want and why, it's time to be honest with yourself. This step is about truth. The truth will set you free. Ask yourself, where am I right now? Am I where I want to be? Think of different areas in your life. Health, relationships, career, finances, emotions. In which areas are you doing well? Where are you proud of yourself? But also, where are you not doing so well? To grow, you must describe the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Don't lie to yourself. Don't sugarcoat it. Be real. Why are you still stuck? What's been in your way? It could be fear. It could be a belief that says, I'm not good enough. It could be a habit you've held on to for years. What's been stopping you? Once you see the gap, ask yourself, what has stopped me from closing this gap before? Most of the time, it's not about lack of time or money. It's something inside. Usually, it's one or more of these. 1. A fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of change. 2. A belief, I can't do this, I'm not smart enough, I'll never succeed. 3. Missing skills, you simply don't know how, yet. 4. Habits, you keep doing what doesn't work. 5. Low energy or poor focus, you're scattered or stuck. And here's something powerful. Beliefs are made of language, focus, and how you use your body. Change the words you say to yourself, change where you focus, and move your body in a new way, and your beliefs can shift fast. Step 3, make a map, a massive action plan. Now it's time to make a plan. But not just any plan. You need a massive action plan. Something you'll actually do. Don't wait weeks to create a perfect plan. Just sit down and ask, what can I try right now? What actions could get me closer to my goal? Write down everything you can think of. List all the possible actions. Then choose the top 20%, the ones that would give you 80% of the results. This is called the 80-20 rule, and it's super powerful. Pick one action and do it now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Because motion creates emotion. And action is how you build momentum. And if it doesn't work, try something else. And something else. And something else until it works. How many times should you try? As many as it takes. Think of a baby learning to walk. You don't say, you've fallen 3 times, maybe walking isn't for you. No, you cheer them on. They try again and they walk. That's how you need to approach your goals. Step 4, do what's hard. This is the step that separates people who wish from people who win. You must be willing to do the hard things. You must be ready to face your dragons. What's your dragon? For some, it's fear. For others, it's laziness, self-doubt, or staying in their comfort zone. One woman I worked with thought her husband was the problem. But the real issue was fear of being hurt again. She only trusted love from her daughter, because that felt safe. But if you want big love, deep success, and real change, you have to slay your dragon. You have to change that belief. You have to break the old habit. You have to feel the fear and move forward anyway. This is the only way. And if it's a skill you're missing, go learn it. If you're bad with money, study finances. If you're out of shape, learn about health and fitness. Hard work isn't just about pain. It's about consistency. Steph Curry didn't become the best basketball shooter by accident. He practiced over 2 million shots in his life. Only 3,000 of those shots became points in actual games. But that's what greatness is. That's the power of repetition. You must do the work. Knowing what you want is not enough. You must do the actions. When you slay your dragon, your fear, your belief, your excuse, you transform. Step 5. Create a daily practice. Now that you've started taking action and you're facing the hard stuff, it's time to build consistency. Consistency is the secret sauce. It's what takes a small win and turns it into a big victory. So what's the next step? You need a daily practice. Something small. Something simple. Something you can do every single day. Why? Because little steps every day make a big difference over time. Let me ask you this. If you planted a seed today, would you expect a tree tomorrow? Of course not. But if you water that seed every day, give it sunlight and care, it grows. That's what daily practice does for your dreams. It could be writing in a journal every morning, taking 10 minutes to plan your day, reading one page of a good book, moving your body for 15 minutes, saying 3 things you're grateful for, practicing your skill for just a few minutes. These little practices build something powerful inside you. Momentum. And momentum creates confidence. And confidence leads to progress. When you feel progress, guess what happens? You feel alive. Progress is happiness. Even if you're not there yet, even if the goal is still far away, if you know you're getting better, you feel amazing. So choose your daily practice. Something so small you can't fail. Then do it every day, no matter what. Step 6. Raise your standards. Now that you've got a daily rhythm, it's time to level up. It's time to ask more from yourself. Because the truth is, your life will rise to the standards you set. If you expect average, you'll get average. If you demand excellence, you'll grow toward excellence. Think about it. A person who says, "I want to be healthy, but I'll eat junk food every day," is living with low standards. But a person who says, "I respect my body, so I fuel it right," is living with a higher standard. And it's not about being perfect, it's about aiming a little higher each day. So how do you raise your standards? First, you must measure. You can't improve what you don't track. If you're in business, but you don't check your numbers, you're guessing. If you want to get fit, but you don't track what you eat or how you move, you're not serious. You must measure progress regularly. Daily. Weekly. Monthly. Why? Because what you measure, you manage. And what you manage, you can grow. I run over 100 companies. You know how I keep them successful? I measure the most important things often. Some people check once a year. That's not enough. I check weekly. Sometimes even daily. When I first take over a company, I'll measure things 3 times a day. That's how important measurement is. Why? Because where focus goes, energy flows. So if you focus on your growth, you'll grow. If you focus on your goals, you'll hit them. Measure. Adjust. Demand more. That's how champions are made. Step 7. Celebrate and begin again. Here's the final step. The most joyful one. Celebrate. Appreciate. Restart. Once you've done all the hard work, and you've made progress, you've slayed dragons, taken action, built habits, and raised your game, it's time to celebrate. Why? Because your brain needs to know. That was worth it. When you celebrate, your mind says, "Yes. Let's do this again." If you don't stop to feel proud, you'll burn out. You'll feel like you're always chasing something. So pause. Breathe. Say to yourself, "Look how far I've come." And celebrate big or small. Give yourself credit. You're doing what many people never do. You're growing. You're becoming stronger. That's worth celebrating. And then, you begin again. You ask, what's the next level? What's the next thing you want to grow in? Start the steps again. 1. What do I want now? 2. Why do I want it? 3. What's the truth about where I am right now? 4. What's stopping me? 5. What small daily step can I take today? 6. How can I raise the bar just a little more? 7. And when I make progress, how will I celebrate? This is how you keep evolving. This is how you keep life exciting. Want a better relationship? Start with what you really want in love. Want a better career? Start with what excites you and build new skills. Want to feel alive again? Start with a small step. Move your body. Speak kind words. Take action. This process works anywhere because it's built for humans. And guess what? You're one of them. You're not here to settle. You're not here just to survive. You're here to grow, to love, to give, and to lead. You're stronger than your fears. You're bigger than your past. And your future is not written yet, it's waiting on you. So start today. Take the first step. And then take another. You've got what it takes. Now take a deep breath. Because everything you need to change your life is already inside you. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You just need to start. Right now. You've been given the steps. You've been shown the path. The only question left is, will you walk it? Because the truth is, you're not here just to exist. You're not here just to pay bills and get by. You're here to grow. To feel alive. To make a difference. You were born with fire inside you. Yes, maybe life tried to blow it out. Yes, maybe you forgot how powerful you really are. But the fire never left. It's still there. Waiting. Waiting for you to believe again. Waiting for you to rise again. Waiting for you to say, this is my time. I will not settle. I will not shrink. I will become more. So stand tall. Speak life into your dreams. Fight for your future. And when fear shows up, look it in the eye and move anyway. When doubt whispers, answer with action. When it gets hard, remember why you started. Because the most powerful force on earth is a human being who refuses to give up. That human being is you. You've got greatness in you. You've got love to give. You've got battles to win and mountains to climb. So promise yourself, I will not go back to who I was. I will not let fear lead my life. I will keep going. I will keep growing. I will keep rising. And when you do, one day, someone will look at you and say, because of you, I didn't quit. That's impact. That's legacy. That's what life is really about. So go. Live boldly. Dream loudly. Love deeply. And never, ever forget. You were born for more. Let the world feel your fire. Now. Go set your life on fire.
Please like and subscribe for more videos.